What part of your personality do you fake?
Intelligence. I've learned how to make myself seem like I know what I'm doing.
Don't have energy to fake stuff anymore, am perpetually grumpy. I literally spend so much time on my own lately that I feel as though my whole personality is fake when I have to interact with others. My ability to perform small talk. I have absolutely no patience for it.
I've got an entire customer service personality that's fake.
I am one of the most shy people you will ever meet. I switched grocery stores because the cashiers started to recognize me and wanted to chit-chat. I didn't make one friend in college because I kept to myself. However, I am very successful at work because I know that if I don't put myself out there and act confident, I won't advance. I'm more scared of being destitute than I am shy, I guess. This extends to my relationships because I'm married, she asked me out though, and have a very tight-knit group of friends. There are certain things you just have to do.
I pretend I'm clueless a lot. It could be about work, or even just about something in life. You learn a lot about the person if you act clueless in something you're quite familiar with and they're trying to BS you with what they know very little about. Likewise, you can also digest some great information about their perspective and the topic and actually learn a tip or two if they are more knowledgeable and experienced than you. The latter is the main reason why I act this way, and it's actually amazing how much I have learned since then. It really is a win-win. You'll be able to identify quickly if you think this person will make a good or bad impact in your life.
I don't know what parts are real and what parts are fake anymore, and that worries me.
Being pleasant. Life has made me a bitter asshole and I have to force myself to be nice. On the inside I usually want to scream at most people to fuck off.
Being outgoing. No, I don't want to go out and socialize. Yes, I will anyways.
The functional part. I'm actually a walking disaster.
Toughness. I'm actually very sensitive and easily affected.
I'm a lot more judgmental than I let on.
Being ambitious. Yes, I do want to be promoted. Also, what's the bare minimum I have to do to achieve that? My cheery attitude around people. By default I am very bland and depressed.
Interest. A lot of the time when it seems like I'm listening and interested in what you're saying, I'm not. A lot of the time I really don't give a fuck. Politeness. I'm not an asshole, but sometimes I really hate the pleasantries that are expected on a daily basis, specifically the workplace. Also, I feel like I act more confident and aggressive than I actually am because I work in a male-dominant field and I don't want to be looked down on.
Confidence. Obligatory edit. Thank you for the silver and gold. To clarify, it's completely fake and doesn't last. In the moment I'm having an internal panic attack thinking everyone knows I'm faking it. I worry they think I'm an idiot or something. As soon as I'm away from whatever situation I was in, I have anxiety like none other, sometimes full-blown panic attacks. Then I replay it in my head over and over. I've been trying to fake it till I make it my entire life, not sure how to make it. Maybe one of these days.
Most of it TBH. I grew up in an emotionally toxic home and I learned to pick up on people's moods as a defense mechanism. Now that I am an adult I use it somewhat to my advantage and can adapt my personality to basically get along with everyone. It's something that I am trying to do less as it is very emotionally exhausting for me to be on for a whole work day. It was much easier in college when I didn't see people as much. To most people I am incredibly positive, chipper, outgoing, and funny. Honestly I'm pretty nihilistic, suffer from social anxiety, and I take most of my jokes from the offhand Reddit comment. It makes dating difficult as people tend to fall in love with the first me that I present and not who I actually am.
Being cheerful in a social situation that I absolutely don't want to be in. Edit. Woke up to all these responses and upvotes. Thanks for my second gold ever.
Unfortunately a lot of it. Especially when first meeting people, I tend to mirror their personality traits and interests in order to be liked, whether they depict my personality or not.
Impartiality. Some of my friends go to me for advice thinking I'm this calm, collected, wise, third-party advisor. Admittedly, as much as I want to help them, I have my own biases and terrible advice to give. I still maintain this wise advisor image in front of them though, partially out of my own desire to help them, even if those desires might be wrong or misplaced sometimes.
That I care about the strangers around me. I generally don't give a shit.
I actually think your tattoo idea is trash and I'm not proud of doing it even though I said it was rad. I like paying rent though, what can I say?
I have a really good memory, but I hold back a lot on it because it can weird people out when you remember random things that happened months or years ago.
The social part. I fake apathy a lot for no apparent reason.
Everything. Fuck. Edit. Holy shit, my first gold.
I only mirror the emotions of people around me in social situations. I have none of my own.
This may come as a shock to many of you, but my name isn't really Broshanks.
My dad likes to think he's really smart, so when I'm around him I act clueless so he can teach me something and be happy.
I guess my personality is different based on who I'm around, but generally I just try to show what people want to see and expect of me, and hide what I want to do and think since I dislike conflict and I don't like being bothered. I figured that way you go through life easily. I only show how I really am to very few people that I really trust and feel comfortable around, basically my girlfriend and 2-3 best friends. I'm a really introverted person, who likes peace and quiet, but even though I act that I don't really care about most things and they don't faze me, I'm really easily hurt by most things and I'm really stressed about almost everything and assume worst case scenario, which blocks me from doing some stuff. Edit. Thanks for the gold, kind stranger, my first ever.
Being friendly to acquaintances. I have enough friends. My neighbors are really chatty and I just want to get into my house and not talk to anyone. I have to talk to people all day at work. When I'm finished, I don't want to stand in front of my house and make awkward small talk for an hour. But I do anyway because I don't want to be rude. My happiness. Just smile and wave, boys, smile and wave.
The part that tells other people. I've had to learn to be a lot more strict with who I care about. If I kept giving and giving to people that didn't appreciate it, it was going to kill me. I still care a lot. I want to keep helping people when they seem like they're having a hard time. I want to believe you when you say you need that $5 for food, even though I've done it 100 times before and watched you buy smokes or booze. I want to believe that you mean it when you say you promise, or that I'll get it back without damage, or that you'll be there. I want to believe all that. It actually hurts me to say no to you, but, fortunately, it's a small hurt compared to what I feel when you show me that I was right to be worried.
Being willing to go out and do things. I mean, it's not hard, I just agree to go and I typically enjoy it, but depression can make it really hard to want to do things and hang out with people. Being interested in babies. I really don't care about your kid, I just know it's social suicide to say so.
Not giving a shit. Really, I care a lot.
I see a lot more than people think. They tend to take my quietness for obliviousness.
I only tolerate others to accomplish my goals and keep the peace for my own comfort.
Liking work. Everyone I know seems to like their job, so I just go along and say that I kinda like it too. In reality, I am the absolute laziest mofo on the planet and take every opportunity I get not to work. And it's not like I specifically don't like my job, I just really don't like work in general. I get zero enjoyment out of it no matter what.
Bold of you to assume I have a personality.
I always act really humble, but in reality I'm an egomaniac.
I sometimes act dumb to make conversation.
My ability to be a lone wolf type. I actually can't go very long without talking to someone, and if specific people that I really like, crushes, close friends, etc., go too long without talking to me, I get sad/depressed/jealous/paranoid. So in response to knowing that about myself, I try my best to act like I don't need people to be happy and that I'm doing fine without certain people. Occasionally that's true, but most of the time it's not. I still dream about random high school classmates, for Christ's sake. It's actually pretty bad. I'm also just mostly unpopular in my life and don't have that many friends, so the loneliness takes its toll. I'm constantly in a battle of trying to get people to talk to me while also not being too clingy, and it fucking sucks.
I fake being dumb. I play oblivious so I don't have to worry about giving a serious in-depth answer to everything.
Not hating everyone.
I fake being nice to people I really dislike. Even if I really don't like them, to their face I will never show it, and I always try to be cordial and friendly. I'm not sure if it's a bait quality or not, lol.
Caring about what they have to say and expressing interest in the topic at hand.
Being athletic to be healthy in terms of taking care of myself. In reality, I do it because I really like being better looking than most people in my life.
None of it. I suck at pretending to be someone I'm not or playing whatever social roles people expect, so I'm pretty much always myself, nervous and anxious and all. That I'm really hard to irritate. I'm actually very easily irritated, but good at hiding it.
Caring about children.
My introvertness, I'm just afraid people won't like me.
When people are obviously wrong, I fake an interest in what they're saying and pretend to explore it together until they realize how wrong they are. I pretend to be disappointed, but really that was my plan all along. What's that you say? Children's television show host Fred Rogers hid a violent and criminal past? Wow, how fascinating. I'd love to learn more about that. Let's look up some sources on that. Aw damn, looks like a debunked rumor. Oh, that would have been so crazy.
My niceness. I'm actually a raging asshole, but I learned growing up it's more efficient to be nice to people you don't like so you can use their skills for your benefit.
Caring. I just don't care about people outside of my family. Friends could disappear and I would be unaffected. They just don't interest me. The whole thing, I just kinda mirror whoever is around me that seems to fit in the best.